In the Middle East, an Israeli attack on a refugee camp in Rafah has reportedly killed more than 30 people hours after Hamas fired rockets towards Tel Aviv. Our Lee Eun-hee tells us more.
An Israeli airstrike targeting a tent encampment in Rafah killed over 35 Palestinians and wounded many more. According to Gaza officials, the Israeli Air Force bombed shelters in the as-Sultan neighborhood of western Rafah. The camp, where thousands of people who had fled eastern areas were sheltering, was set ablaze in the attack.
All of a sudden, a missile hit us in our neighborhood. All the people are burned. Go and see what happened to them.
Footage showed intense fires and people carrying bodies into emergency vehicles. Most of the victims were reported to be women and children.
We went into the house and did not find anyone. Then we checked over the wall and found a girl and a young man who had been cut into pieces.
The assault on the region, previously designated as a safe zone by the Israeli authorities, comes despite the International Court of Justice calling on Friday for Israel to cease its military operations in the city. According to the Israeli military, earlier on Sunday, rockets were fired from Rafah, targeting central Israel, although no casualties were reported. In regards to striking Rafah, the military said an IDF aircraft struck a Hamas compound, which Hamas terrorists were operating, claiming it took out 2 Hamas officials. It added that the strike was carried out against a legitimate target under international law, but was aware of reports indicating that as a result of the strike and fire that was ignited, several civilians in the area were harmed, and the incident is under review. Intense anger and grief from around the world were expressed to the media following the attack, where people were tragically burned alive in their tents. A UN housing expert condemned the attack, posting on social media, "Attacking women and children in their shelters is a monstrous atrocity, and concerted global action is needed to stop Israel's actions now." Lee Eun-hee, Arirang News.